What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Hogwarts Legacy not being at the Game Awards. What does this mean for it? Basically, kind of just a cautionary thing, telling you guys not to worry, okay? I do want to make a video over the next couple weeks. As you can tell, we're getting to the end of December. We're almost into the new year. I kind of want to talk about what we can expect from Hogwarts Legacy, or what I'm looking for from the game going into 2021. That'll be very, very soon. I want to have some kind of like Christmas themed or like holiday themed or end of the year themed videos for Hogwarts Legacy, so we'll be doing that all within the next couple weeks. But I do want to do this. I actually, I'll be honest with you, I didn't actually want to do this, but then, I checked my phone, and my phone has like different YouTube recommendation videos than my YouTube like on my computer. And my phone, sometimes I'll see other people's like other channels that are out there, some big, some small, that do Hogwarts Legacy videos, and I saw quite a few of them pretty upset that there was no Hogwarts Legacy at the Game Awards. So I felt like, all right, I think it's probably echoed by some people, so I do want to talk about it. So look, let me be the guy who maybe takes the the blunt of your anger. No, in all honesty, I mean, it's kind of what I said leading into it, and I wouldn't say it's disappointing, but it does sadden me a little bit when people are so or were like a few days ago, or when the Game Awards happened like a week ago, were so defeated, after the Game Awards, when they're like, all I wanted was Hogwarts Legacy gameplay, and we didn't get it. And then we had people saying, well, why would you put that clip in the trailer of the Game Awards if you weren't going to show it? Well, I'm not saying like I expect everybody to watch my videos, but if you did and you still thought that, I mean, well, again, I'm not here to police you. I'm not here to police your thoughts. You guys can have any opinions you want. You guys can have any beliefs and any hopes that you want. And again, like for a game like this, we all believed in it for years before it existed, when everybody said, oh, they probably canceled it, or whatever happened to it, it's just not happening anymore. We believed, the true believers, we believed, and now it's now it's real. So we always kind of get to gloat and be proud basically of that. And again, I think that kind of puts us at like a higher mindset, I thought, where it's like we don't need to worry about things like this. And I do think, by the way, the majority of people get it. I think the majority, even of my audience, gets it, that we were all hoping for it to be at the Game Awards, but we were not expecting it. We were not demanding it. And then when it wasn't there, sure, there's a little, I'm not saying like don't be disappointed, okay? Sure, there was a little disappointment. Like I of course would have liked to see something. It would have been a cool opportunity. I don't think it would have been, well, I guess from what was shown at the Game Awards, it may have been misplaced if it was there, because it probably would have been the biggest thing easily that was at the Game Awards. There was, I mean, the Mass Effect trailer, that was huge. Dragon Age trailer, that was huge. Back for Blood, that was, I mean, there was even like the Evil Dead game. There was 4 or 5 announcements that were pretty big. I guess you can maybe even separate those, though, where like Mass Effect was probably the big thing, and then there was like another tier below it, and then there was all of the indie stuff and all of the, not like indie, but like also just weirder things that are maybe more, or even like even the Fortnite stuff. Like obviously that's enormous to maybe millions of people. The Fortnite announcement stuff was bigger and better than anything else, simply because it's just what you're interested in. So I do get it. Like if you're going in to the Game Awards only wanting, you only care about Hogwarts Legacy, that's the only game you care about, and it's not there, well, of course you're going to be disappointed. So I do get that. At the same time, to attack Jeff Keighley or to attack the Game Awards, or to say like why in God's name like couldn't have been there, I mean, again, I just think, I don't want to say it, but I think I will say it. I just don't think whoever thinks that, they don't understand the way the Game Awards is. They don't understand like how it's put together. Because as I've said before, well, a couple of things. Number one, the Game Awards is like for everybody. And I don't mean every game is for everybody. I mean there's going to be something there that fits everybody. If you look at it, they had Switch stuff, they had PlayStation stuff, they had Xbox stuff, they had EA stuff, they had stuff, and not even just like the companies, okay? Not even just every company kind of got their turn, because actually some companies didn't. But, again, like Fortnite, that's for specific people, okay? Dragon Age, you think that trailer is for everybody? No, it's for Dragon Age, or it's for BioWare, it's for it's for a specific group. You think Back for Blood was for everybody? No. You think those indie games were for everybody? No. You think The Returnal was for everybody? No. You see the pattern that's coming here? They're all, but you know what? They're not even for each other. Even Among Us, which, I mean, I adore that game. I love that game to death. I'm very glad I jumped on that game kind of with the wave, and I'm still on it. I'm still on that wave. That having its map, that was one of the biggest announcements at the Game Awards. That's something that me and the people that I play Among Us with, we were all, like, so so pumped to see it, and we loved seeing it. Like, we were all like smiling when they showed it. So, different things are going to hit people different ways, but that's the way the Game Awards is. So, again, that's something I guess to keep in mind that, and again, I think Hogwarts Legacy kind of would have been misplaced if it was there, because it would have been, I would say, the biggest thing, maybe in terms of like, just what it is, like the actual IP or the actual franchise it is, to show gameplay. I mean, no other thing would have gotten that kind of treatment. So if you showed 5 minutes of Hogwarts Legacy gameplay, there was no other game that got even remotely close to that kind of impact. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's absolutely tough. Again, I get being disappointed. The other thing was the trailer, so the hype trailer. Now, I thought I said this, and I think I did say it in videos. And again, I get it. Like, people that are complaining on the internet, they don't all watch my videos. So I know I'm trying to say, like, man, if you guys just all watch my videos, you'd be completely fine. That probably doesn't help my the kind of thought process by some people on the internet that I have too big of an ego or I'm too cocky. That's okay if people believe that. I really don't care. They don't really come to the channel anyway, right? But in the Jeff Keighley hype trailer, just to let me explain this so you guys know this going forward, because, by the way, now I will say, and even myself, I will say this, every year we're all fooled into thinking the Game Awards is going to be bigger than it is. I don't blame Jeff Keighley one bit for that. I know he gets a bad rap from people like online. He gets a really good reputation from people in the gaming industry, but, I think a lot of people online probably don't like him as much as maybe other people do, right? Mainly because he overhypes things. With that being said, I would do the same thing. If you were in charge of the Game Awards, tell me you wouldn't overhype it. Tell me. You would not. You would go out there and say, yeah, we got, well, let's say 3 announcements. We got 3 announcements I think you guys are going to be excited for, but only certain people. Like, not everybody is going to be excited for these 3 announcements. Like, are those the things you'd be saying? No. And he didn't really promise anything that didn't happen, by the way. He said the number of new reveals, that was, now, more than half of them were very small independent titles, which, again, there's nothing wrong with, but that's kind of like the opening to the Jeff Keighley discussion. Then there's the part where he put it in the hype trailer. Well, like I said in the past videos, and for people that maybe didn't watch those hype videos are exactly that. They're hype. Jeff Keighley edits them himself. He doesn't have a team doing it. Just like Kojima, I think Hideo Kojima, actually, he does his own trailers for his games too, okay? They edit their own trailers. So Jeff Keighley literally picks big things that have happened this year and puts it together literally in a hype fashion, because the Game Awards is a celebration of the year. Not just the winners or the nominees for the awards, but also just what happened. You'll notice Gotham Knights was in there. You'll notice Hogwarts Legacy was in there. You'll notice games that were nominated but didn't win were in there, okay? It was simply because it happened this year, not because it was going to be shown. It wasn't a sneak peek. It wasn't a preview of what was going to be shown at the Game Awards. It was simply, these were the exciting things that happened in 2020, okay? So I get it. I get the disappointment. As I've always said, I do think I've actually seen people kind of repeat this in social media, and I'm very, I'm grateful for that. I guess honored would maybe be the word again. Maybe that boosts my ego too high, but like, I have seen people out there that have said, like, hey, is like even talking about me. Like, I did say in these videos, like, you got to keep your expectations at a reasonable level. Obviously, again, you guys can think whatever you want, but, we had warned that this probably wasn't going to happen. And the bigger thing than that, the biggest thing, which I do wish more people would say this part, is the game is real. We know the game is real. We know the game is happening. Yes, it's been silent. Didn't I warn about silence too? I think I made a specific video for Gotham Knights. Maybe I should have done it for Hogwarts Legacy, so Hogwarts Legacy people would have seen it. But this is what happens. Games get announced. Games get interviewed. Like, the developers get interviewed, and then they go silent. Gotham Knights did it, and these are just Warner Bros. I get it, but actually it's every game in existence that does this. They go silent for some length of time. Hogwarts Legacy did it. They went silent. Now, they activated their Twitter again, right? I mean, it was always activated, but like they were starting to become more engaged in their Twitter. They've stopped again from what I've seen, or at least from when I'm recording this, they've stopped. So I know we kind of talked about that as maybe a thing where it's like, okay, is that a hint that there's going to be more Hogwarts Legacy stuff coming? It still could, and I did say that. I said, even if it's not the Game Awards, maybe we get something before the end of the year. I mean, everybody's got to just keep their eyes peeled, right? But overall, we're on a position of we're like winning, okay? We're winning, and I think that's why I'm kind of put down when people got so upset with the Game Awards. It's like, I mean, I get it. You want gameplay, but like, it's not the worst show on planet Earth, or, you know, these people don't deserve threats and stuff simply because Hogwarts Legacy wasn't there. The game's real. We saw gameplay in the trailer. It wasn't a lot. I want a full gameplay presentation, but we saw it. We saw a trailer. We're going to get more stuff. The game is, they're not going to cancel the game, okay? The game is actually real, and it's going to release. So, you know, I get wanting stuff continuously. I get, like, always wanting new information. I mean, that's, in terms of a YouTube channel, especially a YouTube channel that partially covers news, I mean, I love things happening, right? But at the same time, we're going to get there. Trust me, there will be a time in 2021 where there's new stuff on this game almost daily. And that will happen. There will be a time when it's just nonstop info on this game, or so much info at once that we can talk about it for weeks and months. That is all coming. It could be right before the game comes out, but it's coming, okay? The game's releasing in 2021, unless it gets delayed till 2022. But the game is releasing no matter what. It can be delayed 3 years, but it's still releasing, okay? Let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Were you disappointed by Hogwarts not being at the Game Awards? When do you think we'll see it next? All that stuff, let me know. Again, I want to do some different stuff, talk about the year that's been Hogwarts Legacy, talk about the future year, talk about all this kind of different seasonal kind of stuff for Hogwarts. Let me know if there's anything you guys want me to talk about in the comments. Again, as always, make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you guys want to follow any of our social media stuff, we have a Twitch, Twitter, Discord, second channel, all in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the next one.